My name is Geethika Chalasani. I am a 6th grade student at the Prairie School in Racine, Wisconsin.
And I'm Sunday Purdy, a 7th grade student from the Prairie School in Racine, Wisconsin.
We are participating in a project in the Siemens We Can Change the World Challenge.
Our project's title is Root for the Root, a plan to save the Root River from pollution. Our project is about a local problem, pollution of the Root River. But it has global implications as well, because many U.S. communities and communities around the world have polluted rivers, lakes, and streams.
Our project goal is very simple: eliminate pollution from the Root River and revive its splendor. We want to help Racine and make a change in the world.
Non-point source pollution, NPS, occurs when we cannot readily trace the pollutants back to a single site or source. For example, NPS pollution occurs when rain or melting snow gathers pollutants from roads, lawns, and driveways and goes into the river. Horlick Dam was constructed on the Root River in 1835, but it no longer serves any purpose. Horlick Dam blocks the river's natural flow, and it causes the water to be still. This still water accumulates with pollutants and bacteria. Removal of the Horlick Dam would improve the water quality greatly.
The Root River gets lots of bacterial pollution. Dr. Julie Kinzelman found that the Escherichia coli, or E. coli, levels in the river were very high. Most likely, E. coli comes from the water, the stormwater. In Racine, the stormwater drains into the Root River. The problem is that the stormwater is not cleaned before it reaches the river. No filters are installed on the stormwater drains. Chemicals, such as detergents and residual chlorine, were detected in the Root River. This indicates non-point source pollution of the river.
We want to observe the Root River by ourselves. So we went to different locations of the Root River, like Horlick Dam, Colonial Park, 6th Street, and Linwood Park.
We followed the EPA guidelines and observed things like the color, odor, floatable matter, deposits in the river, and the structural damage.
We followed a question-based approach and asked lots of questions to understand the river pollution. Is the water in the river clear or turbid? If it is clear, sunlight penetrates more. Aquatic green plants will be growing better. In our observations, the water was very turbid. Not much evidence of green aquatic plants in the river.
Do you observe any dark-colored or greasy substances in the water? Water was greasy where the storm drains pump storm water into the river. It indicates non-point source pollution.
Is there a significant difference in water quality between the upstream sites and the downstream sites? Well, water quality at the 6th Street area is much worse than the water quality upstream at Linwood Park.
Is there any sewer drainage into the river? Fortunately, sewer drains in Racine do not drain into the Root River. Brown and dark brown watercolor at many locations is coming from sediments and decaying organic matter. We observed lots of leaves, twigs, bags, cups, and soda cans floating on the water, which clearly indicates pollution from human activity.
Turbidity measures how suspended solids like sediment reduces the ability of light to penetrate water. We observed that at almost all locations the turbidity of water in the Root River is high.
We observed the Root River where the stormwater drains dump stormwater into the river. Water was polluted with oily discharge into the river. This is from non-point source pollution that mixes stormwater with chemicals, pesticides, and snow-melting salt.
Root River pollution reduces the quality of life for the residents. Because of the pollution, the river fails to serve the many purposes: fishing, canoeing, boating, kayaking, and hiking.
The pollution causes unhealthy living conditions for the natural habitat and the current residents. It drives potential new residents and businesses away from the city.
We made plans to help reduce the Root River pollution. Our plans fell into two categories. In the social action category, we want to increase the awareness of Racine's residents regarding the Root River and educate residents on how we collectively can reduce its pollution.
In the governmental action, we want to work with the city and state governments to obtain funds and resources in the fight against Root River pollution.
To increase citizen awareness, we submitted a news article to the Racine Journal-Times. We prepared a big poster and a presentation, and we will present them at schools, local community forums, City Hall, and to Mayor John Dickert of Racine.
We started a blog spot at rootfortheroot.wordpress.com. We prepared a video to be uploaded to YouTube, username Root for the Root, and our blog spot. We will distribute YouTube and Blogspot links via emails to residents in Racine. Here are some various sources of pollution.
You can help reduce Root River pollution by reducing usage of chemicals in homes. For example, do not wash your cars in the driveway. Car wash chemicals from the driveway drains through the storm pipes and reaches the Root River.
Reduce fertilizers in the yard and lawn. Do not over-fertilize your yard. Do not throw waste products into the river or on the roads. First, remove the Horlick Dam. This helps restore the flow of aquatic life and reinstates the natural sediment and nutrient flow.
To date, more than 800 dams have been removed in the USA. It will approximately cost $60,000 to $100,000 to remove the Horlick Dam.
For this effort, we can raise money through fundraising and charitable contributions. We can also seek funds from organizations like American Rivers.
Secondly, the city government can install water filtration systems on storm drains. Drain filters can catch coarse sediment, oil, grease, litter, and debris from storm water.
Drain filters on stormwater drains to reduce pollution in the water dumped into the Root River. The approximate cost of drain filters is $10,000.
In summary, we can make this world a better place by reducing the Root River pollution.
Please join us on this journey. Not only will it benefit you, but everyone else in the community who all depend on the Root River.